Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex Mankind Divided, and when we last left off, we had to make yet another hard decision in this game, and I decided to go after the sequence locked in the Palisade Vault instead of rescuing the bomb maker and see what's going on inside this machine code of theirs. But ultimately, in retrospect, it could have been a terrible choice, because while Smiley will be very upset about this, the father may be out to kill us for our failings. It was also the only active lead in our investigation, and officially we are still a TF-29 field operative, aren't we, investigating the train station bombing indeed. So I'm not quite sure if our cover will hold up for much longer, but when you think about it, the police forces are obviously corrupt, and someone already sent like 6 police drones specifically after us to take us out. So I do believe making our way through the checkpoints and back to the slums should have been impossible, frankly. Well, regardless, we're now in the vault, and with a couple of keycards and also combinations, we can utilize them one way or another. So why don't we try to put this into motion today and see what we can do? Alrighty then, the Juggernaut Collective, yes. Yes, we know, learning this from Deus Ex 4, that Eli was the first, well, alias, I guess. A more skilled attacker, only known as Janus, or Janus. I'm quite sure the pronunciation seems to be a little bit inconsistent in this game. Okay, we are back here, and we have 2 people, one of which is suspicious for what, loading the game. That's a little bit strange here, frankly. Okay, and otherwise, I think we are on the bottom level of this entire building. Yeah, I think this is the level 3 with the offices, then we have the lobby. Whatever it is here. Some safes, okay. Alright, this is apparently an entirely different area. Huh. And then we have the elevator shaft leading a couple of levels down below, and we also have an emergency ladder here someplace. Then level 2 gives us what exactly? Some stairs and the usual assortment of cameras in the alarm panels. So how can we even get to the ladder over here? Doesn't seem to be connected to anything in particular, wouldn't you say? That's a little bit strange. Well, regardless, we have to deal with at least the 2 guards right now and make our way over here. So they have a votes back here and also votes on the other floor. These are the executive safes. We also want to check out, of course. Alright. Well, I don't think we can enter this area officially. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, one thing at a time. We have 2 keycards. I believe that should be valid down below, and a couple of items that we can utilize in this safe area of theirs. If not misremembering, I think we have a Miller's key combination, some other dude's combination, and then also something else we found along the way reading some computers. Yeah, 2 keycards, and these are for the vote, yes? Indeed, they are for the vote. Miller probably couldn't afford having an old vote down here anyway. Most likely. Alrighty then, so someone is suspicious someplace. Not quite sure why and how, but I guess it happened. Well, only one way to go then, I think, for the most part, unless we are missing something, which could be possible. So let's just be observant, shall we not? Yeah, we're going right through the middle, probably not a great idea. Probably not. At the moment, it's more important to get eyes on some people, and I can immediately see someone else someplace, including someone on the upper level, because, well, there is a second area, of course, as we've already found out. Okay, what is that? Well, nothing of importance, but there is something locked back there. Could be interesting. I don't think Adam has it in him. We have to jump all the way over here. And I guess we try that. We do have the cloaking ability for a reason. Of course, it's a restricted area, and we can see even more people, some of which seem to be on the upper level, unsurprisingly. Yeah, okay, I suppose we could take it, but not remotely. Alright, and we have a whole assortment of laser tripwires, and the camera. I'm not quite sure how keycard works here. We have to enter the vault itself, don't we? That seems pretty likely. Yeah, I don't see a keycard or anything back here that would give us access, so I think bypassing the area is a smarter idea. Yes, the physics engine is customary. Okay, what can be done? Let's just try to keep some energy consumption in mind. Yeah, no one back here, but I do see some stairs. It should make things a little bit easier, wouldn't you think? We also got a key combination someplace, but I believe it was for the underground parking garage.
Access granted.
Yeah, nothing else. Yeah, okay. Fancy light fixtures back here. One dude, of course, at least. Now we know what to do. It's all on its own anyway, and it's probably was the need for takedown Adam. Yeah, probably, right? Pistol ammo, I think I take it. More cameras, of course, as well. Okay, so now we have a better idea of what could be going on. One camera, one alert panel, conveniently right next to each other, and this must be where they're keeping eyes on the entire operation. Okay, that's good, I suppose, in certain fashion. So they are relying on automated security primarily. They can also disable these cameras by using EMP bullets for our pistol, not a stun gun as in Deus Ex and Human Revolution, in case you're wondering. So I'm not quite sure what he is doing, but disabling some computer systems could be a good idea. And there's also a big area that could be of interest, you know. I'm not quite sure what he is doing. Because, well, the camera is active, so we cannot knock him out. Pocket Secretary, I think we can grab that, indeed we can. Also something of interest up here. Okay, well, that could be of use, I think. Yeah, okay, it's also locked. Maybe not. Okay, the alert panel, but I think we can enter the blind spot. Assuming this guy doesn't notice, of course, which is not the guarantee. I would certainly hear that, to be honest. Okay, so anything else of interest? Well, the newspaper, but it's really essential, wouldn't you think? And this is the little break room, I guess. It could be. Hopefully we don't have to sneeze right now. Okay, it's a bathroom. Alrighty then, can we close the door at least? Without, thankfully yes, is the answer. Okay, well, it's a pretty recurring theme in this game, isn't it? But I would like to deactivate some of these cameras maybe. But I think staying undetected is probably the priority right now. So we should try that. Yes, okay, where are we? It's way too dark, you can't see anything. Alright, so then we are back here, which doesn't give us anything except for an exit strategy, in case we were to need it. And this probably leads to the other side of this second level, let me guess. Maybe it does. Yeah, we're now above the break room, I think. That's a little bit odd. Someone was doing some hacking on their own, I see. Oh, don't mind if we take a look-see at that. Yeah, this guy can watch TV or whatever for now. I think it's fine. That looks like something of an illegal operation, or maybe maintenance was occurring back here.
Final systems check before fully activating it.
Better safe than sorry.
System check, someone said.
Ceiling-mounted turrets could do if it malfunctioned.
No danger of that. Both Yannisek and Mr. Oshiro have overview on the auto systems.
Didn't help that engineer, what, a few years back?
An engineer or a corporate spy? She got what she deserved.
Yeah, someone said something about security systems malfunctioning earlier. Did read about that. Okay, of course we also saw that they set up more turrets. Not sure what this is all about. No idea who that is, but the computer could be interesting. Maybe it's left behind by a maintenance worker. Maybe. Yeah, okay. Why then apparently we were supposed to find that. It's too convenient.
Move to next checkpoint. Confirm.
Confirmed.
Yeah, of course they have their routines scheduled tightly.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
So let's see what we have over here. Nothing. Really? Why is there nothing up here? Because we are ahead of schedule, I guess. Okay. That's a bit strange. Yeah, this is where we came from, I believe. Thankfully, we don't make any noise with our metal legs here crouching over this grating. That's at least something. Okay, someone's office. Can we drop down here? Even if we could, there's no way to get back up here, right? Okay, so they have one camera and two dudes, I think. Could be worse. Right, two people next to each other, but otherwise they seem to be relying on automated security primarily. That's what I thought. Okay, there's one way down. Then they have their servers back here. Okay, security. We have the code for it, I think.
Confirmed. As you were.
Same with the cameras and then these tools, maybe. I don't think anyone will stumble upon the guy taking the nap there on the stairs. Yeah, we cannot remotely hack most items, only certain ones. I guess we could upgrade this if we want to, couldn't we? Alright, it's just a bypass opportunity in case you want to take this for whatever reason. Yeah, we should have some practice points, right? Let's just see how many. So 5. Okay, well, what can we do about remote hacking? What's the other tier? Alright, could be useful. And then with 4 practice points, what do we want to do? As you can see, I'm a low budget Adam. I don't spend all of my practice points because there's hardly a need for that. Armor maybe could be a good idea. Also make us... Yeah, I think we go all the armor just in case the bullet starts flying. Also makes us immune to electricity finally, right? Yeah, okay, finally we are immune to that. I didn't see that previously because it was not visible, I think. Because it caused us some problems early on in the campaign. Trying to figure out where it was. Yeah, I don't need any stinking accuracy improvements or smart vision or anything in between. So I'd rather not, you know. And these are all active abilities, of course. Yeah, this is bullet time essentially. Icarus Dash, well, it does exactly what you see here. Nanoblade needs ammo, so it's useless. A Tesla. It's a crowd control weapon, I think. Or the Peps as well. I think just a built-in version of the taser, maybe. Could be useful. Also for upgrade points here for what exactly? I'm not sure. Okay, so it's a homing stun ability. No activation required. Ah, that's what I thought, of course. It's still an active ability. It's like a gun, only built into our arms. The Peps, well, we know how it works, and it was very unreliable in Human Revolution, so it's probably not a good idea to pick this. Maybe energy recharge here, finally maxes out. Or health for that matter. It's probably a good idea. Just in case. Okay, the game is really generous with practice points, at least on this difficulty level.
All clear, all quiet, confirm.
So we can now deactivate cameras, but only temporary, which is better than nothing. Of course, remote hacking drains some juice. Yeah, and then we have to... Oh, well. Okay.
Something.
Make it quick.
Make it quick, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so of course falling down is not unnoticed, yeah? Because it makes some noise here. And they fell down accidentally, by the
All
way.
clear here.
Confirmed. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, as you can see now we can hack this thing if we want to. Well, we want to get inside here presumably. So falling down, I was hoping to fall into the server room, but I was a bit too unobservant, of course. But it's only 2 people in the room, but the camera swings all the way over here.
No clients, confirm.
Updated, as you were.
Okay, and no one is any divisor, so we just use our fancy password, which I have to type in manually, I believe. How immersive. Then again, it was the same in the original Deus Ex, I believe, right? Wasn't it? So, what do we have available? Okay, turn off the cameras, please. That's a good idea. I think we just turn them off entirely. Could be a good idea. So, which type of robot are we talking about? I don't think we can see it from back here. And we cannot take the right control of this thing. I don't think we can. Okay, alert panels apparently are not on the circuit. Okay, this camera is also not controlled by this terminal. That's unfortunate. Okay, at least some areas are now more accessible than they were previously. I think I take it. Yeah, we do get some experience unlike Deus Ex 4 and Human Revolution because on hacking was really a way to min-max the game. For using codes, we didn't get anything. Still not quite sure what's up with the computer there on top. As a reminder, the stun gun is a manual repeater, so we have to be swift here, or we can just leave these people be. But I think there's something else of importance back here, maybe. And this should lower the force field outside, so we can then actually pass through. Because this is a dead end, evidently. I think it was. Yeah, they have to be close together and we have to be swift here.
Move to next checkpoint. Confirm.
Check updated.
Like this, presumably. I think it's better that way, frankly. Yeah, I think it is. We have this gun gun for a reason, of course. Okay, credit card. And also some pistol ammo, I think I take it. Yeah, they fell asleep on the job. It's a cause for immediate termination of their contract, whatever. I don't think anyone else will come in here, but then again, we don't know. Maybe it's a stupid idea because then obviously someone was here. Yeah, well, maybe. I think it's still safer. We also want to have a free reign of this area here, wouldn't we? Especially this office for starters, which granted would have been accessible in some other fashion anyway. Yeah, huge assortment of ammunition we don't really need. Mine template. Inventory full, so it must be something we cannot carry. Yeah, okay, not a problem, I think. Yeah, okay, hollow sight, I don't need that. Yeah, we saw this from on top, but there's no way to fall down here as it turns out. We also want to find some dirt on the Tower security guards, why don't we? Because we know they are falsifying evidence already. Yeah, courtesy of playing through the Desperate Measures DLC. Yeah, no indiscriminating evidence back here apparently. But some crafting parts we could sell, I guess. It's, Vidi, how can this be? Okay, get rid of the mine template, please. I'm never going to use it. And we have what mine here, I think is an EP mine, right? Yeah, we found it in the sewers somewhere. What do you mean? Because it's 2 pips wide. Okay, anything we can drop here. Well, we have 1 additional firearm in our inventory right now, as it turns out. Oh, these are not worth a whole lot. I think there's 75 credits each, so they can be a corner then. And these 2 stack once we craft them. Whenever that will be. But so far so good. Of course, this guy is still watching TV. I'm fully aware of that, but he can do exactly that. And he shouldn't be finding his friends here right away, right? Okay, more crafting parts. Indeed, that's what I thought. And so far, we have come up empty-handed, didn't we? But this could be our way out here, presumably. You'd expected guns would be stored a bit more safely here. Now again, a gun rack, you know. Okay, some fancy trench coats here, I see. I do believe it's all we can do on this side. Why? Because this is all nice and so on and so forth, but nothing we can utilize because we're not trained in operating this equipment, as you would think. Yeah, but what about the computer on top here? Maybe we should ask Janice about this. Maybe we should. Yeah, would take your head clean off, I presume. So we're now above the vote, I would figure. Interesting. So we don't need to use the security access there necessarily, right? Okay. Oh, we just fell through. Okay, well, I should be more observant then. And this camera evidently is on a different circuit. Corporate vote, yes. Okay, the laser tripwire is now offline. We can. And the camera doesn't care about noise. Even though it gives away our intentions, right? Yeah, probably. Well, the Palisade Bank is shady, so should we feel any remorse? I mean, it's a quick smash and grab, I'm hoping. Yeah, I hope at least. That's the emphasis here. Fan blades, high grade, yeah, of course. It's a pretty large fan back here as well. Okay, I can see a terminal which is locked and gives us access to, I'm not quite sure what exactly, and over here we have another keyboard. Of course, with our stealth ability, it would have been easy peasy to just sneak through here without dealing with security. Maybe it could have been a smarter idea. Then again, it's just a game without playing it for full realism, do we though? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what this is controlling. The camera doesn't look over here by chance. I mean, we can deactivate it temporarily with our remote hacking ability. Doesn't swing all the way over here, otherwise it should be safe to take a look-see at the keypad. And it seems to be safe, right? Or are we pushing our ass out again? I should hope not.
Anomaly detected. Trace program
Of course, we have to use the
initiated.
most convoluted way imaginable to get to this via exit node, as you would think. What else?
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, have I mentioned before that this hacking minigame is not very good sometimes? Okay, give me an overclock.
Access
Yeah,
granted.
these are very rare. Oh, okay, so it's a local access and control panel for the laser tripwires. Wow, that was it was spent wide. Okay then, so we are getting closer to objective. I hope at least. I think there will be an alert raised once we're done with our business here, I would figure. It's not going to be that simple. And we've also learned that the arc of the camera is a bit deceiving. It's not guaranteed to be accurate. Motion sensor, I see.
Just in case somehow you can hear me, I'm about to call down the VersaLife vault, Alex.
Are we? Well, we have 2 keycards essentially, don't we? So how is the system supposed to work? I suppose we see it in action momentarily. Ooh, alright, I see. So we are maybe in the basement, but we also aren't. And I think there will be an automated crane or something like this picking up these pieces and bringing them over here. Yeah, probably, right? I guess if we take a good look around, because there will be an alert raised, wouldn't you think? Most likely. I don't think our intrusion will go unnoticed here. Right, we have 2 keycards that should be compatible with this device, but which one are we going to use here? Do we get a choice? No, we don't. Of course we don't. That's what I thought. Well, maybe we can try again afterwards. Oh, it's going to grab the item of our choice, I believe, and bring it over here. Yeah, there we go. Also saw some stairs being deployed for us.
Janice, can you hear me?
Yes, the link is weak, but I can strengthen it.
Wait, what are you doing?
The data rod contains a seeker program. It's flagging everything it finds on Project Orchid and sending it to me.
Wait, that's an audio file. Can I hear it?
Hello?
Bob, it's Megan. Those orchid samples you told my new assistant to send to Switzerland?
Yeah, we already learned about that. At the end
It's
credits of
okay.
Human
I
Revolution.
told him he could. But it's just, I've never heard of this GARM facility before.
A recent acquisition. I'll have to take you there someday.
That's not necessary. Listen, the changes we make to the orchid's Cas enzymes, they're incredibly dangerous. Until we perfect the replacement-based fragment, GARM's researchers must keep a neutralizing enzyme on hand.
I've read your reports, Megan. I know all about the failures of the CRISPR molecule. I'm even keeping a sample of the neutralizer inside a secure vault.
Oh,
in
this
case
one?
research gets corrupted.
You are?
Trust me, you have nothing to worry about.
Thank you. I just wanted to be sure this time. Good night, Bob.
Good night, my dear.
My dear,
Megan.
that's going to sting.
Dr. Reed, you seem disappointed. She joined VersaLife shortly before Seraph Industries closed. I assumed you knew.
Wow, the player did, but Adam
What do
didn't
you know
apparently.
about this facility in Switzerland.
GARM? I've been digging into it ever since your ex said the name. It was a geological research center until 2025, when Bell Tower Associates bought it. They didn't list it on their balance sheet when they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah. I guess they also forgot to mention the Spec Ops unit that went AWOL. I have to get to Garm.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai. If Paige sent them the orchid.
That's everything. Unless they're storing something physical in there. Either way, I suggest you leave soon. With the vault in that position, you should be able to exit through the shaft. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And please don't forget the data rod when you leave.
So, alert has been raised, or maybe we have some grace period to check for the storage locker back here. Well, quickly I should say. Yeah, escape from the bank, always a good idea, wouldn't you think? I really hate that we have to hold tab for both things when I want to look at the pocket secretary, you know? Okay. The objectives I can see on the left being updated game, thank you very much. Okay, Bob Page was writing to Colin Harris. Well, that's the computer. Well, it was officially allowed, so what gives I guess, but I'm still conflicted as to the utility of this involved keycard because we have it, right? Yes, but can we maybe take a look at this, presumably, or whatever, let's just use our fancy password. Time doesn't stop when we're entering passwords, by the way. Pretty sure about this. Okay, special projects at VersaLife. What is the Shackleton facility? Someone from Picus, I see, back in Hong Kong. I think it's Picus, right? Okay, Elizabeth. Who? This is again here the World Health Organization. Okay, who knew that the WHO could be so evil? But I recovered something from this Hydron project of theirs, of course. Who is Elizabeth? I'm not sure. Gary again. From the Missing Link DLC, I guess, so he's still around. One has to wonder how close they are. But anything else? I see the safe, of course, and some projects they have been working on. Heaven, whatever it could be. I don't recognize it at a glance, but it looks like some sort of orbital facility. Yeah, they were talking about a permanent installation in space someplace, right? And there's probably some of the facilities, including the satellite, of course. This is the oil rig we saw in... No, it wasn't oil rig, of course, it was Rifleman Bank Station, I believe. A Belter military installation. And ruined is something somewhere. That's probably based on our DNA. Then we have the... Page Industries headquarters and whatever that could be. And of course the operations here for whatever they want to do. Evidence locker, I see. Maybe, what is that? I have no idea, but I do know what crafting parts look like. And I guess it's something they recovered from the bottom of the ocean. Maybe. Well, it's marked with evidence tags. I have no idea. Could be part of the Hydron project they recovered from the bottom of the Arctic. I have no idea. Some crafting parts, okay. I'm really interested in that, of course. So these crates are movable as it would seem. That's unfortunate, but the safe certainly is interesting. It's probably also security level 5, isn't it? No, it's one. Really? Well, maybe they figured that the vault would be secure in of itself, which granted it was at one stage before we arrived. Sensitive information unlocked, that's what I like to see, especially here. But I storm back here, Nupros, that's not super, well, whatever. I think I take it regardless, and whatever that might be.
Janus, can you hear me?
Alright.
I think I found that neutralizing enzyme Megan and Paige were talking about.
We don't have a lot of time, Mr. Jensen. We'll lose contact.
No problem, I got this one. I might be able to save a life or two with this, if the orchid shows up again.
Yeah, okay, we don't have much time, and I think we should be on a merry way now, but the other keycard apparently is not usable in any degree or another. Yeah, as I said, go for the shaft, which I believe this one is the one I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, I would like to use the other story item, this TYM thingy, but apparently we cannot. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, excellent. Sensitive information on these people, that should be a good idea. Yeah, deploy. I think we did the same with the override ability, and we do have a keycard for this, don't we? Indeed we do. As long as we don't fall through the gaps here. Alright, I recognize that logo is from the Hydron project. Pocket Secretary, and they're also working on nanoblade ammunition. So, okay, well, we do have that thing. And remember that name, I think it was one of those guys, right? Okay, some blueprints are stored back here. And some rejected prototypes. Because they are producing shoddy equipment. Well, evidently they did again, right? By looks of it. Well, they said that the Chinese corporation is one of those few manufacturers remaining in the entire world building augmentation still. Well, let's see what we can do here. Entering the password is surprisingly tedious sometimes. Yeah, of course you killed the CEO, so I'm not quite sure who's in charge now. I mean, directly. Indirectly, of course, it's the Illuminati still, I believe. Is it from before the incident or afterwards? Oh, that's old news then, presumably. William Taggart from the Humanity Front. Well, she was attending the event in a certain fashion, I guess. Okay, they're still continuing to buy up their rivals, or their former rivals. And also something of interest here, I'm sure. Praxis points and more new pros we can sell, I guess. Trade in his favor. New pros was certainly not in short supply 2 years ago, and VersaLife is still manufacturing the stuff. So I'm not quite sure what the shortage is all about. Interesting side tool here, but hardly essential, wouldn't you say? But we had the cards, so that's what we came here for, coincidentally. And of course, secure access only. Now the terminal is locked. Well, what is it all about? Yeah, I've come to intensely dislike the changes to the hacking minigame in Mankind Divided. And this, by the way, only controls the laser tripwire, so it was non-essential, well, for the most part. Okay, some ventilation shafts, I see. Maybe. Hopefully we don't stumble into one of those fan blades, yes? The high-grade fan blades. Oh, apparently Adam doesn't feel like covering his tracks here. There we go. Wasn't hard after all, was it, my friend? Sometimes items also fall to the bottom of any ventilation or elevator shaft. Always a good idea to keep looking. And I do believe we want to check out Miller's storage area for starters, if we can make this happen. Okay. And we're back in, what exactly, the parking garage? Do I see this correctly? Yes, in the third level of the parking garage. Somehow. Not sure why, but evidently did happen. Fantastic, all in a day's work for Adam Jensen, I see.
Yeah, it's Jensen. I've got a lead on the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai.
You're supposed to be investigating the train station attack.
Just hear me out. There's a research facility.
Not like this, you don't. I'm en route to Prague now. She'll be landing at Chicane's helipad any minute. I'll hear you out there. Miller out.
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaclav's honor. Just get to the lab and you'll see.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. Everyone is now angry at us because we went with the incorrect choice, apparently. Alright. We made our decision. That's all we can do here, really. Okay, I'm not gonna show he will be too chatty right now. Maybe he will be.
Hello, sir. Welcome to Palisade. May I help you?
Not sure. Never
Oh, we're doing that spiel again. I see, Adam.
I see. Well, we are the...
Okay, so we already heard all of this, of course.
Oh, yes.
Yes, we know all about security, which isn't very good right now, incidentally. Yeah, okay, that's all we need for now. Thank you. I think we have our way around here anyhow with the key combinations, if we can find our way. I think it's one of those elevators again, if I'm not misremembering. Yeah, and there's the account manager. Probably not her, I would figure. Okay, I'm willing to use the information because, well, we know that Miller's also dirty. Elevators were exactly door. We have multiple elevators, but they don't lead all to the same level. And this is to the safes, yes, there we go. I think we want to take a look-see back here before we continue. And then get shoot out by Miller yet again, and probably also Chicane. Most likely, I would figure. We do happen to have a couple of keycards for this. These combinations, I'm not sure how we can use them. Because this officially is still a restricted area, as you can tell. For security, then we have safes A and B respectively, since we don't know which one it could be. I guess we happen to have at least one keycard, don't we? I think we do. No, we don't. We only have the combinations, but not the official way to get in here. That's what I thought. I think McCready will also be hating us because we interfered with his investigation. Behind his back, why didn't we? Oh, it's really getting worse. Worse and worse and worse back here. Wow, that's a delight. Absolutely fantastic. Maybe I should have listened to my gut feeling. Yeah, that's what I meant about blowing our cover, incidentally. But I didn't think it would have this type of repercussion. Certainly didn't. Oh, now we know.
Access granted.
Yeah, thankfully all these doors open automatically for the most part. We can also put that printer up here as a little bit of a block, you know. Oh, now we can also use them remotely. That's interesting. Yes, right. We need one of those client cards. That will also grant us official access, I believe. Yeah, we already read that right, just on a different computer. So because it's his office right now. Okay, and they were also reading something here on the side. Well, maybe their PR-Spiel here. Yeah, I think we also read that, but in case you want to stop the video. Well, crafting powers are not really that important, but this could be. I'm not sure what is activated, but it's now green, and it used to be red. And it's certainly not an alert panel. Oh, the safe, right, there we go. Interesting. Oh, maybe we find one of those client cards out here to give us official access, or the sneaking around could be unnecessary then. And somehow we have the key combination for this. Not sure when that happened, but evidently did. I'm not one to complain. There's a key card. For key card A, apparently. And some credits. Well, it gets the job done. Okay, so to cut a long story short, I ventured into locker room B, and despite playing with some turrets, well, they activated them remotely, at least temporarily. I didn't see any way to access the vaults in some other fashion, so we have to try something else then, and this was for safe A, I guess. So there must be a second keycard around here someplace. So we're using the keycard reader back here, I guess, or maybe not. What's the problem now? Maybe before the woodwork. Or maybe it's just the incorrect panel could also be. Okay, so then what? Okay, we do have official access now. Oh, that's nice. That should make it a lot easier. Yeah, there's a turret on the far side with a built-in camera, I see. And this will be deactivated automatically as soon as we use our keycard. They said as much, and there's no biometric verification on that thing anyway. And there's nothing in here apparently, but we do have a couple of combinations at least. It depends on how many people are looking right now. Nothing, okay. That's a bit disappointing. Maybe these are just empty, no, without any customers paying for that stuff right now. Okay, more hacking minigames, I'd rather not right now if I can help it, because it's going to be tedious, frankly. But we have, yeah, there we go. We have a code at least for a couple of these lockers. But they aren't marked, aren't they, by chance? I don't think they are. So there was maybe Miller's. No, but there's stored 3,000 bucks in here. Would have been that side mission we accepted at one stage. Yeah, level 5. Not right now, thank you very much though. 2 attempts and I will fail both of them presumably. That's going to be annoying. I think there should also be a keycard for the other vault and presumably somewhere, if we can find it. But it's not going to lay on the ground someplace. On the bottom of the elevator shaft. Probably not, I would figure. Yeah, it's following us with official access, but we are behaving a little bit suspiciously. And if we start hacking, obviously the turret will be pretty upset about this, but not for every single locker, because there's a blind spot, isn't there? Or maybe we can do it if we are adventurous enough. I guess, as long as no one sees, it should be fine. He said. Failing miserably right away. Okay, I think we just take it. Just to be on the safe side.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yeah, good, good, good. And no one was any the wiser. So what's in here then? Pocket secretary. Bar by whom though? Cannot be Miller because we have official access for that stuff. Yeah, that's the entire business plan, of course. And they were quite successful with that as well, weren't they? That's interesting, but it's hardly essential information. I really want to find a Miller's locker, but we can't access this without the keycard, in case you're wondering. Alright, this is also within... Yeah, they can see that, right? Can they not? They can deactivate the turret for 30 seconds, I believe. Which is not enough to hack the computer, I believe, as well. And if we are spotted hacking, then this thing will shoot to kill. And also the entire alert will be raised. So that would also explain, of course, why I was unable to access any of these lockers. Because without official access, you just cannot. It's impossible. course, these are retracted into the floor itself. I don't think there's any other access to make that happen.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Sure, why not? We have like, what, 10 bottles of the stuff for now? By looks of it at least. Yeah, I don't think 40 seconds is enough to hack this thing here, but if you have enough crafting parts, maybe we can make ourselves a multi-tool, or we already have one. Okay, I'm willing to spare one of those. Just have to make sure we don't miss that here, right? So we need line of sight as well to hack the turret, as it turns out. But we can take cover here, maybe. No, we cannot. Well, then better hope for the best. It doesn't raise the alert, but does the buzz, as you can tell. It's also cooldown, so you cannot game the system, so to speak. Or we could just be in its blind spot, you know. The obvious thing, that would be. Ultimate reflexes, not as good as they used to be, as you can tell. Yes, okay, since bioenergy cells are a yeah, commodity in short supply in this game as well, that's punishment enough here already. Okay, well, dann geht's weiter. Okay, Adam. Adam, please. Well, better safe than sorry, as the saying goes. So what's in here? Well, it's something we can sell, of course. I think there should be every locker except for this one, but I don't think we'll find a keycard in here. There must be one of those offices. What was worth investigating? And I think that stuff may be closing after us automatically, or maybe not. Indeed it does. Open Sesame and close Sesame wide. Yeah, we don't have a keycard for this locker. Incidentally, that's where Miller stuff will be, right? I think. Maybe. I'm not quite sure how we can possibly procure a second one without looking for the entire building, which I'm not willing to do right now. I don't think we find it on the toilet someplace. That seems unlikely. Okay then, so I think for now we're done. So back to the nasty business of getting shoot out by, of course, Miller himself.
Please see the receptionist.
Yeah, very painful indeed. Maybe also do some shopping in the meantime to get rid of some crap. Could be a good idea. If you can find a merchant who's actually open right now. Of course, the shop over here will be open 24/7. At least I hope so.
Adam, it's Delara. I managed to find out some information on that Marchenko guy you asked me to look into.
What'd you get?
Yeah, a favor for favor, right?
He wasn't always Victor Marchenko. Shit. I have to go. My appointment just showed up. I sent what I found to your email. Hope it helps.
Thanks, Delara. I'll check it out.
Yeah, we have to go back here anyway. Before or after meeting Miller. Had I known this would have this type of repercussion, I would have probably investigated the bomber instead, frankly. But our choices are choices, right? Now we have to live with the outcome. It's just the nature of the situation. Yeah, 202, I think we're done with that for now. But some arms dealing could be a good idea. They're always open. They're always eager to get your business. Yeah, but they're also unfriendly.
You have credits? Usually you people with the robot arms and legs have no credits.
Well, you got a real way with people. What's on the menu?
Menu?
Something decent, I'm hoping.
No, not food. Guns and things. You want?
Yeah, let's just do some business, shall we? Let's just see what we can spare here. MP mine, I guess it could be a goner. Just to get rid of it for now. And then also the Typhoon ammo, because I'm never going to use that stuff here. 800 isn't exactly a whole lot anyhow. These are probably very hard to acquire. I'm fully aware. Otherwise, we have to craft them, of course. But I'm not really interested in those anyway. The revolver could be decent if you have to go loud here. Yeah, 18 bottles. We could sell them. So how expensive would that be? Okay, 18,000 bucks right there. Just in Nupros. That's interesting. Very interesting. Maybe it's time to invest in some interesting firearms for starters. You know, anything in between. I think he also restocks machine pistol ammo on a regular basis. Indeed he does. Okay, then we get us some EP ammo, even though it's sort of redundant since you have the pistol for that. That could be a lifesaver in a pinch. Also these armor-piercing bullets for the revolver. Okay, pleasure doing business with you.
I have no time for this. You look. Why you're not buying?
This is such an obvious omission here. Doesn't make any sense.
For now. I like the sound of that.
For now, yeah, we did come back to you, so yeah, he told us we didn't buy anything. And what got yeah, line of bullshit here, frankly. Alright, well, okay. Do we check our computer first? Could be a good idea, I guess. Yeah, before we head over to Miller. And McCready will be particularly unhappy about this, because we're interfering with his investigations. We're pissing off people left and right, essentially. Yeah, what else is new for us, of course? Of course, we also keep Miller waiting, so we'll be doubly upset about this. Hello there. Yeah, once in a while, our key card will be revoked, I think. Would have been nice to take a look-see at the Miller's locker because they have the combination for that, but it was not to be. Yeah, you can access the lockers because they are retracted into the floor, as I've already said. No way to make this happen.
No.
Yeah, let's just try to keep a lower profile than usual, shouldn't we? We're also taking a good look around, be observant. Yeah. Busy, as usual. Yeah, okay, but he's actually right here now.
Yes.
Probably very upset with us.
I'll look into Stanik's records, see if there's anything germane to the case. Call me if you find something.
Yes, right. We are a colossal failure. That's the short story here, essentially. Yeah, we're an utter failure, of course, and following through with our investigation, which turned out to be a terrible mistake. Cybercrime. Okay, well, that's not our job, of course. We're into terrorism, so we claim. Which is technically true, but only part of the story. Yes, and never mind the incident back here, right? And we're technically also not the head of the department.
A temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false, then, Doctor?
Unequivocally false. The goal of the legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. I am not augmented, but I have many friends who are.
Well, he was a bit of a bully, if a polite one.
Their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying. They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act.
Okay, well, I don't need anything to that. We already read something about Ukrainian-Russian relations in this game early on.
Maybe the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective.
Yeah.
This is Eliza
We also read something about that. It's just across the border.
From Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial.
Well, there was a 14-year gap, I think they claimed. So that's not really, well, it's interesting, but not really something concrete to follow on, right? I think. Interesting. So, well, then we cannot delay the uncomfortable confrontation, I suppose. Probably not. But I wasn't joking when I said the outfall would be massive here. Just wait and see. I'm not even going to talk to McCready. He can barely conceal his hatred for us. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Dismissal from the force, ending up on the kill list. That would be a new thing for Adam Jensen, naturally. A punch in the face? I'm not quite sure. I mean, how solid is our evidence for that matter? You will have to see, of course. And since we also didn't give Miller the evidence earlier. Hello there. Yeah, because we withheld him. I guess we're not in his favor right now. Probably not.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Okay, point of interest is probably the murder scene, I figure. Yeah, most likely. Well, okay, then let's face the music, so to speak. Yeah, there's the Vito, unfortunately so, and Miller is standing around someplace, looking very angry.
You better have a good reason for digging around in Max Dubai investigation. I thought we'd agreed that...
Ark is being set up. Someone wants us looking the other way, chasing the obvious target while they prepare their next attack.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, Miller, it's too neat. You know as well as I do that Ark didn't hit us in Dubai.
Is that so? Who's this someone then, huh? More blank pages? More ghosts? Like the ones you say took out Rucker?
I don't know who they are, not yet, but I know where they are. I've traced them to an old bell tower facility in the Swiss Alps.
Bell tower? That's just a bad memory. All their assets were sold off more than a year ago.
And I'm sure if we look closely at some of the buyers, we'd be staring at a tangle of untraceable shell companies.
You're throwing a lot of assumptions around here.
I would agree with that.
What we need is evidence, Jensen. I told you. Did you even meet with Fletcher? Did you look into the evidence you found at the train station like you said you would?
Yes, I did actually, why didn't I? Well, we did sort of. I think we should disclose that probably. Because, well, this patient is running very thin with us. We need some solid evidence.
The DST contained scans of the bomb's timing mechanism. It was a wristwatch. A local brand made by a man named Stanek. When I confronted him, he admitted his daughter might have made the bombs.
Great. So we have her in custody.
No, we don't.
Stanek claimed he didn't know where she was. Look, I'm telling you, Ruzika's a dead end. It's part of the fake-out. The Alps are where we need to look.
They make us look like an idiot, don't we?
Bell Tower facility. How the hell did you find it?
I don't think we should disclose it here right away. At least not, well, directly, I would figure. So what are our responses? Yeah, I think I can obviously see the interruption here, because it's not official business.
Nothing was sitting right with me. After the ambush in Dubai and then seeing what happened to Rucker, I had to question our assumptions that Ark was behind everything. So I did what any cop would do. Research.
I can't fault you for that, but I'm not sure I can buy it either.
Yeah, we're not very convincing, are we though?
Chicane, how are you for fuel?
Could use a top-up.
Do it. You do this quick and quiet. Recon only. You do not engage. Am I clear? Don't even set foot inside that facility if you see activity. Contact me the minute you have anything. Got it?
Yes, sir.
It's our last chance, presumably.
Get him and the analyst to work up a detailed mobilization plan, if there's anything there. I'm trusting you on this one, Jensen.
Yeah, our very last chance.
Copy that.
Must be our very last chance indeed.
You really think this intel your CI provided will bear fruit?
I'm sure of it.
I gotta admire your confidence, man. You know, despite your obvious aesthetic handicap, maybe you've got some value.
You're not a terrible fit agent, yes. If you try hard enough.
Thanks.
You ready to go?
I guess we still have some work to do, don't we? But there could be some action, of course.
When we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust.
Yeah, but we can Krieg, right? and become fat and old.
I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
Sorry.
That's not what I meant.
We're good with people. We're not a smooth talker.
You ready?
I think we still have to do some things before we head out, right? Yeah, indeed.
Not quite. Let me take care of some things first.
You know where I'll be.
Yeah, review that veto of yours before we head out, please. Okay, Miller wasn't revoking our access, which is at least something, but I don't think we were the most convincing field operative ever. Yeah, okay. I'm not quite sure. There will be pleasant discoveries back here. More like painful ones. Yeah, point of interest was the side alley, I believe. Well, let's just take a look-see. We also need to get back to the slums anyway, right? To take a look-see at the secondary objective. Yeah, this here. I think we still have it in our inventory. And they also said something about watching our step back in our apartment. Maybe there's an ambush in store for us, could be. Well, regardless, I think we're done with downtown for today. And then flying out here, of course.
Hands are bastard.
Hands are bastard, yes. Yeah, there's still a problem with that, of course. Well, we talked to Fletcher, and Fletcher wasn't exactly very inviting there because of our failings. I wouldn't be surprised if the father would be coming back for us for revenge. I wouldn't be surprised by this in the slightest, you know. Yeah, I don't think our permit will be valid for much longer here at all. At least a couple of people inside the conspiracy, they're fully aware of what we're doing, and they have been watching us for the past 6 months. They said exactly that.
What a fucking city.
Yeah, it's a horrible place, right? It's getting even worse here by the hour. I'm not quite sure if we ever be returning to Prague after this. I'm not sure about this at all.
You got any new
Oh boy, okay, let's just leave the cops alone for now. We can possibly deal with all of them. And since the bookshop burned down, we have to use the sewer access. Then again, yeah.
Accidental.
No, it wasn't. You already said this much, right?
The fires could have been started.
And it's also still a corpse in the sewer, I believe. Ja, corpse weit ist du hier. Hello there. Fancy seeing you again.
Things with Otar aren't going so well, Jensen.
Well, you don't say.
Sorry about your place, Kohler. Are you alright?
Physically, yes.
Shame about the books, right?
Emotionally, I just kinda... You know, I actually had some real good books up there. The bookstore was kind of a front, sure,
yeah,
but
so it was partially a passion project.
The version of me I presented to the world. That means something.
It means whatever deal you thought you had with the Diwalis is apparently off.
My deal? Right.
You said something before about Otar putting heat on you as a way of putting heat on Radic. Whatever Otar's reasons are, they're obviously not going away.
I told you, Jensen. I gave Radic my word about something, and I'm not gonna betray him so easy. See? This is what Otar wants. For me to start blabbing things I should.
Didn't force you to do anything, we just want to help.
Let's just optimize that rig of yours, huh? You got the neuroplasticity calibrator for me or what?
Yeah, but tell me about the fire first, please.
I know you may not want to talk about what happened to your store.
I get where you're coming from, okay? But try to understand, Jensen. I'm a guy who likes to respect privacy. Especially if the other person is someone who can kill me. Which is real good for you, actually. It goes both ways.
You're willing to ignore what happened?
I am trying to protect myself. Maybe next time they don't just burn the store.
I think it's not too many steps
I
away,
rely on
right?
you, Kohler. And I'm willing to help if I can.
Yeah, it's an
I don't
offer.
want to have to identify your remains next time I come in for a tune-up.
Neither of us want that. But sometimes, it's better to sweep the ashes under the rug. Now come on. Let's optimize that rig of yours.
Yeah, okay, well, if that's what you want to do, then we just do it. We respect your privacy as well, sir. You've been a good friend to us.
Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
Well, maybe next time around remove the blood splatters there. Well, surprisingly painless, I see.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. Zero.
Oh, interesting. So our reactor has been overclocked, I see.
Good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to prod you about the incident upstairs with the bookstore, but if you want my help, it's here.
I've done everything I can for you.
Yeah, you have been a good friend for us. Now, since we're in the area, we check out our apartment. There's a point of interest, presumably, with a murder victim. And then again, we already interfered with multiple investigations. I mean, I don't think it would be a good idea to add one to the list, maybe. Probably not. Then again, we have to return home sometime, don't we? But I'm expecting an ambush. The hints are certainly there for that.
And it has to be a violation of our rights.
Yeah, this place is terrible.
I'm telling you right now, I'm augmented. I'm nearly homeless, and I'm an addict. I don't think it matters. My life isn't going to change.
Of course it matters. If this Human Restoration Act passes, what do you think is going to happen to you?
They can do their worst to me. Go ahead.
They'll shove a dampening biochip in your brain and throw you in Gollum City. And if your arguments don't meet their acceptable standards, they take those too.
I don't care.
Yeah, well, then I guess I'll have to care for you. You're my sister, Elena. I have to look out for you.
Oh boy, oh boy. Not that we can do anything to improve the situation necessarily, right? Yeah, they were talking about the crime scene in the alleyway, weren't they? I think they were. For here, probably. We saw the police line to the cross angle previously. Yeah, but are we going to venture into a crime scene? I don't think we should, right? But it's certainly too close to home. Can we talk to an investigator, maybe? And maybe technically with Interpol, but not with the state police.
Shoot any Aug we see.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? They shoot any Aug they see, so breaking for the police lines. Okay, right. We didn't want to do this. But okay. But they shoot to kill. We want to talk to the investigator, ideally.
I can't let them get away with this.
Well, I didn't figure we could, but apparently we can.
Neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss.
Yeah. I think it's
By
a
chance,
description for
did
Adam.
someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
Personal interest
It's
because it's in the alleyway,
An
yeah.
augmented woman was killed just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
That was the journalist,
Do you have any
wasn't she,
idea
I
who she
think?
was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that
But we did
nothing
in the
will be done
newspaper, I
about this.
think.
Org victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
Well, we're taking the VR a cop, right? We're a field agent. Well, both of these are true, aren't they?
I work with someone else, another agency.
That's perfect. You are trying to
Reverse,
police?
right?
Depends who you ask.
Not really.
The detective here, he's not willing. I got the feeling he doesn't care.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say.
Because of the repercussions, yes, who the murderer was.
I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
Frightened video. It is natural to be scared, of course. Well, if it's an augmented victim, these cops really wouldn't care. And we also know they are corrupt, and they're also in bed with the Vardy crime family. So if that was the murderer, you know what it could be. I think she's right to be scared.
It's natural to be scared.
I would be scared as
Then
well.
you understand. I don't want to get involved if I don't have to.
Sure, I understand. You don't know anyone here. But there's a chance this could happen again. The more you're willing to cooperate with the police, the better the odds of catching whoever's responsible.
I know. It's just that I
You also
don't
augmented
trust
yourself,
the
of
police.
course.
I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an aug.
Okay, we can do that. If they let us walk onto a crime scene.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can appreciate
that. I can give you
that.
access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
Okay, so, while we can take a look around.
Push them into attacking us.
Yeah, I think it was the film we read about in the newspaper report. Like, 3 episodes ago, I believe it was. Okay, so, it's interesting that they let us venture into a crime scene through the Do Not Cross line. That's very unusual. I really thought they would shoot to kill. Hello, detective, you look bored, don't you?
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words
Oh,
out
at least
of
he is
her.
observant.
What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing. Or about doing things the right way.
Very am Front der Detective, I see. Yeah, well, of course he's part of the force, but he seems like an old-timer, so maybe he would agree with us. Yeah, right. A murder victim, I think it should hold true here, but not in Prague, incidentally. Evidently, for that matter. I mean, we can try to sympathize a little bit with him, just to have some,
I was a cop for
swing
12
weight.
years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself
booze,
with,
apparently, and
those
smokes.
kinds of orders?
I quit.
Yeah, right.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a
At
long
least you got
time
a shock
ago.
out of him.
I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forgo any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
Alright. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
Oh, he just said he's 2 months away from retirement,
Just
yeah.
because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did.
Yeah, sure we did, Adam.
Isn't
Don't
that
fool
more or
yourself.
less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl.
I like this guy already.
My orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Will be hard to without the smart vision. Yeah,
Careful of the evidence.
augmentation.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Immediately, people yell at us. Immediately, of course.
Away from the crime scene, sir.
So, yeah. Okay, interesting. Zusammenkommt für Abend, and I see. Bare minimum. Well, unfortunately, we don't have a flashlight, so that would be hard to see these things in the dark. Story item, what is that? Okay, so we are keeping some photographs, some evidence in our inventory. That's good police work there, Adam. Of course, if we have a SWAT, you know, not the homicide department, I think is the correct term here. Okay, so they wanted to make a statement then, I think. Maybe.
I think he found something.
Okay, I can't even see these augmentations. Are they just embedded in the wall? Maybe.
Fuck walking this beat.
Yeah, I agree with that, officer. Maybe also something back here on the other side of this back alley. And please stop filming the investigation, sir. That's unnecessary.
Away from the crime scene, sir.
Maybe something hidden in the trash here, would you think? Maybe. So it's a good old police investigation there by the looks of it.
Wish we could just shoot any hog we see.
They are very trigger happy about us, as you can tell evidently. Okay, the crime scene could consist of this here maybe as well. The harvester. Well, it's probably not the same ones we found in Hampshire, of course.
You think I don't know what's going on here?
Oh, so we found an ID card here somewhere. Interesting. I was also looking at the sewers, but then again there was nothing to be found there. So born in 1976 by looks of it. Issued in 2014. And she was of course, yeah, working for the press. We did read about that. Reporter. Interesting. So there must be something else back here someplace. And without the smart vision augmentation giving us night vision, it's almost impossible to see some of these details.
Please. Did they send you to protect me?
They love to tear us apart.
Yeah, they don't really care, do they though? Yeah, I don't see anything else. Maybe talking to the detective will give us another piece of evidence.
Enjoying
Maybe.
yourself, detective.
Oh, not really. We're getting our hands dirty here. Yeah.
Alright, I have
What do
some
you
questions
know?
about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, The world's not always perfect.
Yeah, especially in Prague, you know. Well, he may be okay with that, but the superiors won't be, right? But figure. I guess the bar doesn't hurt. To get him on good side.
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
Maybe they hoped that you wouldn't find anything. That's probably more likely.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Augs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating
Adam for
everyone
that.
the same, right? Aug or no Aug.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it
Yeah,
protects.
that says something about the situation in Prague.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
Ja, als Reminder, wir had some keyboards here last episode chasing us down for the sewers, and these were police drones, you know, so I guess I guess.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an Aug, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice.
Thank you for being honest with us.
I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe
Ja,
I can
das
use
ist
the
der
help
berühmte Buddy aus dem Exil Rusty.
between you and me. Because the thought of confronting a man like
Wow.
Johnny Gunn
Yes, he's
scares
heavily
the
augmented.
shit out of me.
And you're an old man, close to retirement. Okay, I can appreciate that.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Yeah, well, we did find a couple pieces of evidence, but maybe we missed something, which is probably pretty likely.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Okay, well, that's not really all that useful, sir.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble.
Okay, potential troublemakers are singled out, and I see. Okay, if the concentration camp angle wasn't bad enough already, right?
Anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently.
Warte, was war für 3? Sorry to offend you, Detective.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years.
12 years
It all
even.
jumps out at
Now we're a field agent again. Oh, someone really want to make sure yeah, that you didn't find the evidence. Well, I think that's a moot point to ask, but I
Have
suppose...
there been a lot of murders in this area?
More than the average. I know I wouldn't live here.
Well, we have
Not
to.
even if they paid
Even with
me.
Interpol agent. We have no choice. Should probably point it out, shouldn't we?
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, well, it's all the evidence we found up to this point, so, well, yeah, right. Were there any traces? We didn't see anything. Of course, no fingerprints or footprints because he was augmented himself, I
Did
think.
the killer leave anything behind?
No self, who knows?
Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's
Well,
never
but you're a
going to look
detective.
normal.
Okay, a cause of death, well, probably bled to death, I would figure. I would think, at least.
How do you think the murder
Or
happened?
trauma, you know?
What do you think killed her exactly?
I think her husband is what killed her. And if she's lucky, it all happened
Well,
very
that's very
quickly.
vague there, sir. Did you not
If not-
investigate this at all?
Not.
I mean, oh, BD.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on
Maybe
her
it was
body
the
make it
Diwali
seem
crime
like the
family
killer
after
knew
all, could
exactly
be.
what he was doing. Knew exactly what he wanted.
They're harvesting people, we learned about
Maybe
that.
Johnny wanted something to remember her by. Or maybe someone found a dead body and started cutting. There's a lot of scavengers around here. To them, taking an arm is like taking a wallet.
Or maybe, I'm not
Did
too
you
sure about
notice any
this
signs of
detective.
struggle?
Less than you might expect. She almost looks peaceful. Almost.
Well, I have a vague suspicion of what happened here because she was probably trying to meet an informant, right? Which is why she was calm and waiting for someone. And then the guys jumped her, presumably. Mission details. Well, could be a good idea
I
if he's
want
the
to help you
talkative
with
type.
this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean like being my subordinate?
I mean, like making sure we catch whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I have a dead body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
Yeah, and that's all we're getting off the deal because we haven't found anything else, apparently.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
Don't forget to question Daria. I don't want to keep her here forever.
Okay, well, maybe we can still try that. I think we've run out of evidence at this crime scene. At least I cannot find anything else, and it's probably all condensed into this tiny area. Yeah, this tiny thing here. It's not in the sewers, I believe. Yeah, probably not, but I'm not sure what else I could be doing. We already searched the body. I don't think we can investigate different body parts, but what's that here? Oh, the needle. Okay, maybe I should be more observant after all. A broken needle sticking out of his shoulder.
Give it a rest, huh?
Just because
Ah,
Monty
alright, interesting.
doesn't mean I do.
Oh, a bracelet maybe. No, not of importance apparently. Wo ist es, huh? Okay, so, well, it's really police work. So someone strangled her. Partial fingerprint. Well, alright. I don't think we can really follow up on that. We don't have access to the police database. I mean, we could make this happen by hacking into the computer database, I guess. Okay, is there anything else? Maybe some dirt in your hair? Maybe a blow to the back of the head or anything in between?
Already.
Oh, I think I'm coming down with something really pneumonia.
Maybe something in the pockets we didn't find up to this point. Do you know anything about that,
If
sir?
it wasn't for Johnny, I might have pegged you for this.
Okay, Fido. Seems uncalled for there, sir. We also left some augmentations behind here, these debris. Yeah, okay, so, I mean, there should be something else because the back area was also cordoned off, didn't it?
Please, did they send you to protect me?
I mean, okay, we found some evidence, but nothing too
I have some
concrete here, I'm
questions for
sorry.
you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
We're doing our best. Well, we figured out she was strangled to death, and then the augmentation was ripped off. But the reasons are still
How did the
mysterious, of
attack
course.
happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
Evil?
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident.
So someone who went a bit
like
unhinged
general
then, maybe?
commanding troops.
The evils, the
What did he say
augmentation.
exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
Oh, wow, interesting. That's not our business, but it could be part of the police investigation. I think they would ask the same questions, but we're not part of the police forces in Prague, thankfully. Yeah, anything about the killer? Have they augmented by chance?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
Okay, large person, male,
So
of
you
course.
can't describe him.
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark, black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
Okay, heavily augmented, allowed to do it with dark clothes. Okay, also hood and something else, maybe. Oh, we know already Adam. That's useless information to us, I would figure. But again, okay, well, what's the reasoning? I mean, it's obvious, isn't it?
Police to take care of this
You
case?
augmented yourself, Adam.
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children.
Yeah, because they're free reign, essentially, right?
Sports teams will never recapture their years of glory.
I was
That's one
captain
way
of
to
the
put
debate
it.
team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
Yeah, what's your beat on the detective?
What's your take on Montag?
Seems to be better than the
You ever meet
average
him
street
before
cop, at
tonight?
least.
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey.
Yeah, that's what I thought,
Look at
right?
him. He's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
Yeah, because they don't want them to be, yeah, of course, discovered, right? But who could there be covering for if he's augmented and harvesting people? What's the point of that? What's the connection with the Prague police leadership? I'm not sure.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down.
Yeah, probably frozen because of fear, right?
Daria, I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
Okay, then I think we found one additional piece of evidence, maybe two, so maybe a Montag has something to say about that. Yeah, it's Montag. Okay.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
Maybe we should just go over the evidence here once more.
Let's talk about the case.
All right, so talk.
I think I might have something on the killer's MO.
It's like watching a grandmaster.
Don't be so
at
sarcastic.
work.
We're trying to do our best here, sir. Without the augmentations, you know. Yeah, fingerprint and some broken needles. Could that be useful, maybe?
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint.
Yeah, I wonder why Mr.
must
Desk
have
Jockey.
Missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Well, if only why, that's totally in his voice. Well, maybe? I didn't think about that, could be, but if she was waiting for someone back here anyway.
The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
But why though? Drugging and then
Needle,
strangling
huh?
and then...
In which shoulder?
The right shoulder, why?
It's probably nothing. I just remember this other cop, Smolinski. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone following in the footsteps of an old murderer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. Some of the things you've been noticing, I'll be honest, they're starting to sound very familiar.
Now we're getting something here.
Someone like you would probably say it's worth looking
Yeah,
into.
indeed it is.
And how would I do that?
Smolenski died in that police station bombing. If any of his files survived, they would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe Smolenski found something that can shed light on this mess.
Okay, war das gut Info finally.
I think I might have some information on potential suspects.
Let me guess. It's the colonel with a lead pipe in the library.
Well, understandably so.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place.
Well, that's
Think
very
she's pretty
vague
shaken
at
up.
best, Adam.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different, calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh? Never
Yeah,
marry
thank you
the
for one
ones
man
you
to that.
see.
Oh, okay, with the look on his face. Alright, that's all we can do here for now, I think.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
You do whatever you have.
Yeah, I think the locker is in the police station, or behind the police station, which of course is in a different district as you would think. Well, some of the other people maybe saw something.
think they are.
Please, did they send you to protect me?
Did you see something by chance?
Gruesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it is gruesome, especially by video feed here.
Your turn to bite.
It was just a matter of time before they got her.
Before who got her?
She's that journalist. The one writing all those things about you know who.
You'll have to fill me in.
Radko Maximilian Perry?
Oh,
The
this
local
guy, wow,
anti-occupation?
apparently we're ahead of
That's
schedule.
Angela Gunn lying there. She's the one that's been writing about him. There was a threat of a scandal and everything. Coincidence?
Well, we already found the interesting thing down below there in the sex dungeon office. Yeah, well, there's someone would be us, I would think.
Sounds like someone should go after this guy. Ask him some questions.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Just, if you do that, please don't mention me. I don't want to end up like her.
We
What
won't.
else can you tell me about Radko?
The guy's a sleazy piece of shit. That's all there is to it.
And you think he's capable of murder?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they were planning something like
Did you
that.
actually see
Maybe not
anything?
officially so.
I just got here, so I see what you see. A dead, augmented journalist.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, pal. Thanks, pal, indeed. Well, we know where that is, of course. Oh, okay, so I don't think we're going to find more evidence back here without the smart vision augmentation and objective highlights being disabled. That seems unlikely. Maybe in the sewers? I mean, okay, so we know where some of these things are located at least. Yeah, some piece of evidence, I have no idea. Maybe we could convince him if he had the pheromones or whatever. Well, a couple of blocks means it's across town, apparently. Okay, so I don't think we're finding anything else here.
Apparently the victim was mixed up in some kind of political scandal with a man named Radko Perry.
Hey,
Yeah, that
not
guy.
the first time a politician and a journalist didn't get along.
So you don't think he's worth talking to?
Radko Perry? A murderer? I don't think so. Worst he can do to someone is get their car towed.
Good thing I don't have a car. Where
Well,
can I
there's
find
a load
this
to
guy?
drive, I think, in
Radko
Prague at
runs
least.
his campaign out of an old print shop not
Yeah,
far
this
from
fake,
here.
of course.
You want to brighten up his day? Be my guest. But that's all you'll be doing by telling him his rival is dead.
Well, it's worth a try, wouldn't you think? Because I simply cannot find the
Yeah,
two
but
additional
for
pieces
now,
of
I should
evidence.
go.
Let me guess, he's
That's
holding on to
fine
one of
by
them,
me.
and of course, since we don't have the augmentation, we cannot convince him to give it to us. Probably.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Yeah, otherwise I just don't see anything else. The bracelets maybe, but apparently it's of no importance to Adam. Yeah, I don't think we're going to find anything else here, frankly, as much as I'm going to try here It's just not going to happen, I think. I'm back here except for the witness and the other guy with the hoodie. There was nothing of importance here, as far as I can tell. Yeah, okay. Oh, apparently I was mistaken. An EMP grenade was used here, apparently. All this almost indistinguishable from debris on the ground. That's what I get for not having the augmentation enabled, right? Yeah, and also the objective highlighters for that matter. Okay, it's interesting. So EMP grenade was used to stun her, I guess. So stranglewood, poison, stunned all at the same time. That doesn't end up in my eyes at least. Yeah, what do you have to say about this, sir?
Enjoying yourself, detective.
Let's talk about the case.
Alright, so talk.
Something about the crime scene doesn't sit right.
Okay, what about it?
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here.
Thanks.
With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
Yeah, so I don't think it was the husband then, at least at first glance, because if he's strong enough to make it happen, why use an EMP grenade and then make it look like as if he murdered her? Maybe something else is afoot here then, could be.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
You do whatever you have to.
Well, let's just see what we can do about our side objectives before we continue here.
Interpol.
Yeah, well, of course they don't like Interpol, we know it much already. I don't think I'm going to find that final piece of evidence because he's holding onto it most likely. Yeah, I just don't see anything else, so let's just get going here. For the, of course, the tape.
The news
She's just lying. They should at least cover
well, it's an augmented victim, so they just don't care, you know. Okay, so I do believe the office wasn't too far away. We bumped into it by accident, I believe. Yeah, back here, right? For the former checkpoint. Could be our first stop. So far, I'm liking the little investigation. It's certainly a nice change of scenery for us. Yeah, and I think it's also more immersive not having the item highlights enabled in some of the other augmentations. Yeah, okay, we already knocked out the guy in the basement, didn't we? So I'm not quite sure what we can find back here now. Since we were evidently ahead of schedule. Hello there, sir.
No respect.
Oh, that's it's the guy himself now. Oh, are we going to okay. That's interesting, but the guy looks exactly as fancy as I thought he would be.
For me, the absolute key is a strong foundation, not what you build over it.
Maybe we can make him spill his beans. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Okay. So he has a very fanatic anti-augmentation stance as a reminder. And of course he's hanging out with some augmented ladies in the basement. Well, they aren't that disgusting, of course, but you are certainly looking overweight and disgusting. Yeah, I will steal that shit, you don't deserve it, frankly. Now the computer is offline, I think. Or was it offline previously? I'm not sure. Okay, the sex dungeon, yeah, with the security detail. Yeah, restricted area. I think we're alone here now. I would think, right? Maybe. Yeah, indeed. Well, that's something. Messenger, huh? Okay, wow. Okay, who's that? Oh, the prostitute, I think. Yeah, apparently he does. Yeah, we are ready to negotiate, of course. Maybe not a blackmail attempt. Yeah, well, maybe, but we're looking for information, aren't we? Yeah, you should know this, of course. I would be a bit suspicious, what do you think? Yeah, we don't know what you're talking about. Oh, VD, come on. Okay, I botched this, didn't I? Okay, that was funny though, but sometimes our gut feeling is just the wrong feeling indeed, right? Okay, that could have been interesting, but that was a bit too late. So, I'm not sure who Big Sister is. Oh, really, come on. Really? Okay, wow, what gives, I guess? Oh, come on, really. But we can talk to him. I mean, we have the blackmail evidence, don't we? Yeah, sometimes going with the wrong response is indeed just the wrong approach indeed. But I'm still a bit embarrassed by this, frankly. Yeah, just a tiny bit. Is it possible to see the stairways? It was a stupid door here, thank you. Okay then, Mr. Perry, but you have to say for yourself.
Watch it.
Are you Radko Perry?
If this is about that anti-Aug speech I gave, save your indignation, okay? I'm only the voice of the people. I'm only saying what they want to hear. Your problem, it isn't with me. It's with the way this issue is polling.
I'm here about Angela Gunn.
Who?
A journalist. She was found dead in an alley.
Oh, how sad.
But you wouldn't know anything about it.
What? No. But the fact that you could imply such a thing, I am a public figure. But rest assured, my team will look into it. I'll even send the family a gift basket.
Dishonest, that's what it sounds to me. Yeah, of course it does.
What can I say?
But very ironic, you know, but his ego is so large to realize.
Secure the grandmother vote and build from there. Now, please explain to me why you are here.
I'm here because I heard Angela found skeletons in your closet.
Well, lucky for me that she's dead then, huh? No, but seriously, what kind of skeletons?
Is that all you care about? She was just murdered. You could show a little more compassion.
Well, he's a slimy character.
Cameras, but
yeah,
hey,
okay, he said so himself.
For a second there, I almost believed you care.
Well, we cared a little bit, of course. Pictures worth 1,000 words, yeah, indeed is. Oh, they are indeed, right? Aren't they?
The politics are viciously anti-Aug, is that accurate?
Viciously? I like that.
Do you go out of your way to incite violence against Augs?
I wouldn't call it going out of my way. More like it's on my way. A flower you pick.
Okay, so you don't really care about augmented people.
My politics aren't even based on
everything for power.
It's very simple for me. I tell people what they want to hear, and I stay out of jail.
You're not doing a very good job tonight.
I'm doing just fine.
I think you may be, because we butchered our evidence investigation, of course. I don't think he does, right? Just a way to get to power.
Some more than others.
Looking at me, right? Probably.
Can you tell me where you were tonight?
Out getting votes.
Can anyone attest to that?
Sure. Any number of people. My secretary, my brother, my mother. I just need to call them to remind them they were with me. That's all.
Yeah, but that's a going to work with figure. That would be pretty lengthy list, I think. Wow, okay, I'm not quite sure which approach would be the good idea here. Yeah, well, we could be honest because he's also kind of honest with us.
Anyone credible?
In his own way.
Someone you're not related to or paying to lie for you?
Afraid not. Coming up with an alibi like that would require me to take this seriously.
You don't think this is serious?
I think murder is very serious, but the notion that I could be
not exactly an officer right in the Prague police force.
So you're not going to tell me where you really were tonight?
Evidently not.
I think you were in the basement, right? Probably.
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words.
Do they now?
These pictures Angela had of you, they're worth a lot more than that, aren't they?
How did you... Who are you?
Finally asked this question.
Doesn't matter. What matters is that this constitutes motive. Angela Gunn knew that Prague's premier anti-Aug politician had a bit of an Aug fetish.
What you call motive, I call luck. Angela was a problem, now that problem is gone. That doesn't mean I made it go away.
Yes, truth to that, yes. But we don't have any evidence because we botched our conversation, didn't we? Yeah, but they certainly don't look good for your career, right?
Won't be good for your career.
Ah, who's to say? Never overestimate the voters.
Yeah, I think we're not getting much out of him then, right? Probably, because
you
he
sure you
failed.
don't rethink your fake alibi?
Where I was tonight is none of your business.
And he's right about that, because if no authority here whatsoever.
I have what I need for now.
Good for you.
Okay, that was funny, wasn't it? Our little adventures with the guy. Next time around, though, I should probably take our blackmailers a little bit more seriously, because if we don't, then things like these happen. And evidence locker, are they talking about the basement? I think they were talking about the back alley here someplace. Although it's squarely located in the police station. The new precinct, which we already investigated, because we like to be ahead of schedule, I guess. Yeah, something like that. We should be able to survive that jump, I'm hoping. Indeed we can. No damage was inflicted in our precious body. Yeah, inside right, as said. So what's the location here indeed? Oh, there we go. It's in his locker. Oh, I found it. So I was looking for a desk incidentally, in case you're wondering. But there we go. There's the case file. Apparently it's a copycat. Cat Grooming School. Is it relevant? Okay, traces of EMP damage. Check. Augmentations removed. Check. That could be in the slums, maybe. I don't remember that name. Well, apparently the harvester was not responsible for this. That's interesting information. So someone has been studying these case files, and they also have a connection with people inside the bureau. Or at least a way to get inside information. Interesting. What's that here? Sniper rifle ammo. I don't think there's a need for that. Next time around, we should give the detective our infolink ability. Because all this legwork is getting rather tedious right now. But it would be interesting to see what he has to say about this. Because the modus operandi seems to be exactly the same. Exactly the same as a matter of fact. That's kind of concerning, and I don't believe the fat politician was responsible for the murder. He seems to be very slimy, but not the murderer. He seems to be more relieved than anything else that the journalist is dead. Without any remorse, of course. But also no display of joy. Like, directly. Slimy, but not the murderer. I think it would be the apt description in this case. Alright then, friends, I'm sorry, but I'm getting too exhausted to continue today, but suffice to say, the detective had nothing to say about our new case file, even though it is a perfect match in terms of the modus operandi, and I was also unable to find the final piece of evidence, despite looking on the floor for a couple more minutes, so I can only assume it is in his possession somewhere. But regardless, he's not going to talk, he's not going to give it to us, so we have to do it the hard way, and I think we start our next episode by talking to the murder suspect, and talking is the emphasis here. If he pulls the gun on us, we have our stun weapon. If he is coming willingly, then I suppose we can also arrest him ourselves, even though we're not part of the Prague police forces, of course. Okay, but I do believe these things have to wait for next episode, because I'm getting way too exhausted to continue, I'm sorry. But regardless, I thank you for watching as usual, and I hope to see you next time.